We carry supercomputers in our pockets right now.
Yeah, yet our most powerful AI tools remain completely stuck. They've been stubbornly trapped on our bulky desktop computers.
Until today. Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Right. Glad to be here.
We are exploring a fascinating guide by Max and today. It was published back in March of 2026. The title is Claude Dispatch Guide, Remote Control for AI Agents. It fundamentally changes how we interact with our digital machines.
It really does. It's a massive shift.
So our mission today is exploring Anthropic's Cowork Dispatch protocol. We're going to examine the core problem of desktop-tethered AI. Then we'll unpack exactly how mobile dispatching solves that specific bottleneck.
Yeah, and we'll explore the highly practical daily workflows it unlocks. We'll look at meeting prep, deep inbox sweeps, and automated research.
Exactly. Max's guide talks extensively about deploying an AI agent. Just to be absolutely clear on our terms today, we need a solid definition. Software that independently plans and executes tasks to reach a goal.
That's spot on. It isn't just a basic chatbot responding to single prompts. It actually evaluates its environment and makes strategic choices dynamically.
We are moving way beyond simple conditional logic here.
Right. The system actually thinks about the spatial reality of your files. It understands where your data lives and how it connects.
Let's start with the central frustration outlined in the guide. Claude Cowork was already a highly capable digital assistant. It reads your local files and searches the live web.
Yeah, it can build complex reports from scattered digital documents. But, it lacked a crucial feature called object permanence.
Right, object permanence.
In psychology, object permanence is a foundational cognitive milestone. It means knowing something exists even when you can't see it. Our AI systems completely lacked this fundamental cognitive ability.
You close your laptop lid and the digital worker vanishes.
Exactly. The entire session dies instantly. The background processing completely stops right there.
Right. You had to be sitting directly at your wooden desk. The machine required your continuous physical presence to actually function. You go grab lunch, and your digital worker stops moving.
Yeah, nothing happens without you physically sitting there to watch it.
It feels exactly like an employee needing constant supervision. They only work when you stand over their shoulder. You leave the room, and their hands leave the keyboard. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself. Beat. When the AI slowly loses its contextual awareness.
Right, it hallucinates formatting or forgets the original core instructions entirely. You have to sit there and physically steer it back.
It makes these early AI workflows feel incredibly fragile. You had to babysit the machine to get acceptable results.
Well, this physical tether existed for a very good technical reason. We build incredibly powerful digital minds for complex knowledge work. But those minds needed direct access to your local environment. They needed your specific file system and your secure logins.
So they became physically anchored to our wooden desks. The machine literally waited for your physical keystrokes to act.
Yeah, you became the biological bottleneck to a digital system.
We traded the industrial factory floor for a glowing digital rectangle. But the cognitive burden remained exactly the same as before.
Is this physical desk tether what kept AI feeling like just a tool? I mean, has this prevented it from feeling like a true coworker?
Absolutely. A tool requires your hand to actively swing it. A hammer doesn't build a house by itself while you sleep. An actual coworker continues to labor when you walk away.
Right.
That physical desk tether essentially strips the AI of true agency. It forces the system into a passive, reactive state permanently.
So we are finally cutting the physical cord to our desktop AI.
Yeah, which brings us directly to Anthropic's Cowork Dispatch solution. Recognizing that specific friction makes this a massive paradigm shift.
You can now send a simple text from your mobile phone. Claude then carries out that complex task on your desktop instantly. It fundamentally rewrites the rules of human-computer interaction.
Right. You are outside on a walk in the actual physical world, but your laptop at home is actively drafting emails and organizing files. Whoa. Imagine scaling to 1 billion queries. Beat. That is a staggering amount of invisible background labor.
It changes our fundamental relationship with digital labor entirely. You are moving through the physical world with total freedom. Your machine is navigating through the digital world simultaneously.
It breaks the historical link between physical presence and productivity. Let me ask a clarifying technical distinction about this architecture. What makes this different from just using the standard phone app? I can open the Claude app on my phone right now.
Well, your smartphone simply doesn't hold your entire professional life. It's just a very slim window into your digital ecosystem. Your desktop computer holds all your complex local files.
Right, it has the heady software.
Exactly. It has years of structured folders and nested project directories. It has your heavy enterprise software and secure network logins. Dispatch uses your mobile phone to pilot that heavy machinery. It commands the rich desktop environment from a remote location.
It's a remote control for your heavy-duty computer, not just a chatbot.
Right. This secure bridge opens up a massive landscape of new possibilities.
This remote control is fascinating, but what does it actually drive? What kind of heavy labor are we offloading from the phone? We'll explore those specific workflows right after this break.
Welcome back to our deep dive on Claude Dispatch. We need to understand what actually gets offloaded to the desktop. Let's walk through the specific use cases highlighted in the guide. The first major workflow is automated lid scraping.
Right. We are moving from AI as a simple generative tool. It's becoming an active spatial processor right before our eyes. It navigates complex user interfaces and executes pure administrative logistics.
You could be sitting on the train during your morning commute. You send one quick text message to your desktop agent.
And the agent silently wakes up your home office computer. It opens a local browser and scours the web for contacts. It extracts irrelevant data and populates a massive CRM spreadsheet. By the time you step off the train, the work is done. The second background workflow focuses on comprehensive meeting preparation. This changes the entire dynamic of entering a corporate boardroom.
Yeah, you don't spend an hour synthesizing scattered documents anymore. You just ask the mobile agent for a client brief. It reads the entire communication history from your local hard drive.
Wow.
It extracts the core insights and sends a crisp summary back. You casually digest the brief on your phone while walking in.
The third application is conducting deep, silent inbox sweeps. We all deeply understand the modern dread of the full inbox. Processing emails is essentially a form of heavy cognitive tax.
Oh, totally. Every single unread message demands a tiny fraction of your attention. You spend your peak morning hours just sorting through digital trash.
The anxiety of the inbox is a modern psychological epidemic. We were simply never meant to process that much daily communication.
Yeah, and Dispatch fundamentally flips this completely broken daily behavioral paradigm. The agent silently categorizes everything while you are still sleeping. It uses semantic understanding to filter out the absolute trash.
It learns your specific tone and understands your project priorities. It categorizes the junk and highlights the truly urgent messages. It even drafts potential replies without your direct physical supervision.
You wake up and look at your mobile phone screen. The agent tells you which 3 emails actually matter today. The machine takes the direct hit of the data fire hose.
Right, and that creates a beautiful sense of psychological distance. You are managing the flow of information from a safe buffer. You only interact with the essential pieces of vetted knowledge.
Exactly.
That receipt scanning workflow also caught my eye today. Expense reports are universally despised by almost every professional everywhere. They require tracking tiny pieces of paper across multiple days.
It's the perfect example of high-friction, low-value administrative labor. You just snap a photo of your receipt at the restaurant.
Yep.
Dispatch funnels its secure image directly to your desktop computer.
The desktop client logs it into your master financial spreadsheet. It matches the dates and calculates the appropriate local tax fields.
Yeah, we are completely outsourcing the friction of our professional existence. The guide also mentions quick research and automated Slack catch-ups.
Modern communication channels are incredibly noisy and highly distracting environments.
You step away for 2 hours and return to pure chaos. There are 50 unread messages across 12 different project channels. It induces a mild panic attack for many modern workers.
You feel compelled to read every single message to stay updated. Dispatch can summarize that entire chaotic stream into actionable points. It separates casual water cooler chatter from urgent project updates immediately.
Right. It tells you exactly who needs your immediate attention today. Finally, there is the scheduled morning briefing workflow feature. You can set the desktop agent to run at 6 a.m.
It wakes up the machine and starts gathering vital data. It pulls your calendar, key emails, and specific industry news.
It essentially builds a custom newspaper just for your workflow. You completely eliminate that chaotic scrambling phase of the early morning.
Setting all this up doesn't even require any complex coding. You are just stringing these background tasks together logically. It feels like stacking Lego blocks of data.
That modular approach makes high-level automation incredibly accessible today. You are connecting simple command verbs to complex digital environments. It democratizes access to sophisticated digital leverage for absolutely everyone.
How does this alter the deeper psychology of our admin work? I mean, these repetitive tasks now happen silently in the hidden background. Your inbox basically cleans itself before you finish your drink.
It profoundly reduces our daily ambient cognitive load. We constantly carry the weight of unanswered emails in our minds. We dread the monotonous data entry waiting at the end of the day.
Knowing a background system is managing them frees your mental RAM. You can focus your human energy on truly deep strategic work.
It turns mundane office chores into invisible background processes while you live.
It turns mundane office chores into invisible background processes while you live. Wait, sorry, I just repeated your exact thought.
Yeah, it's that profound. It lets human beings do what humans actually do best. We are built for creative problem solving and abstract strategic thinking. We are not built for copying data between two spreadsheets.
Doing basic desktop tasks locally is a great starting point, obviously, but solving the local desktop problem creates a brand new bottleneck. What happens when the agent needs to access external cloud apps?
Well, your desktop is just an isolated island until it connects outward. That is where the ultimate scale of this protocol is realized.
The guide calls this specific section the ultimate power unlock. We are talking about integrating Claude Dispatch with Zapier MCP. Before we explore the implications, let's define that acronym quickly. How do you define MCP for our listeners?
A secure bridge letting your AI directly control other software applications.
This connects your mobile dispatch AI to over 8,000 apps. It translates natural language into direct, executable API calls instantly. It creates direct, powerful hooks into your Gmail and Slack accounts.
Yeah, it even reaches deep into your secure Google Drive folders. You are no longer just manipulating your own local files. You are orchestrating movements across the entire global internet architecture.
You send one text, and 5 different applications start moving seamlessly. The compounding effect of that automation is truly mind-boggling sometimes.
Exactly. You tell your phone to prepare for a new marketing meeting. Dispatch pulls the client history from your internal desktop drive.
Right. And then it reaches through Zapier to check their recent social media posts. It drafts a complex strategy document and pushes it to Slack.
Yeah, it updates your CRM system with the latest communication notes. All of this happens seamlessly across those different secure software boundaries.
Wait, if my desktop is the engine powering all of this, what happens if my home computer actually goes to sleep? Does the whole automated system just break down entirely?
The lightweight client prevents deep sleep during an active task cycle. It maintains a secure, persistent connection to receive those remote pings.
Let me ask a measured, critical question about the risks here. What are the actual dangers of triggering multi-app automations remotely?
That's a very real concern.
I mean, you're sending a very quick text from your mobile phone. You might be distracted while walking down a busy street. Could a simple typo cause a massive cascade of errors?
That is probably the most important question we can ask today. The speed of execution means mistakes also happen incredibly fast. When you connect an agent to 8,000 outside applications, the attack surface grows.
You are granting access to highly sensitive corporate and personal data. It's a terrifying thought if the system lacks proper security. You certainly don't want a rogue agent deleting your entire drive.
No, you definitely don't want it emailing your private strategic documents. This is why the MCP architecture is so fundamentally critical here. It isn't just throwing APIs together without a strong safety net.
It provides a structured, permission-based bridge between the AI and the software. You have to explicitly define what the agent can and cannot touch.
Right. You aren't relying on the AI to just behave well. You are restricting its physical access to the sensitive software levers.
You must set up pre-built automation skills with extreme care. We have to establish strict logical boundaries for the digital agent.
Yeah, you don't give it permission to send irreversible emails automatically. You let it draft the emails and wait for your human approval. Guardrails are strictly essential when your steering wheel is a text message.
You must architect the entire system to fail safely every single time. The ecosystem is powerful, but we still need to set clear, logical guardrails.
Absolutely. We are watching the definition of real work completely shift. For decades, work literally meant sitting physically at a specific desk. You stared into a glowing rectangular monitor for 8 long hours.
You traded your physical presence for a measure of corporate productivity.
Yeah. But you no longer have to wait until you are back at your laptop. Your phone is now the steering wheel, and your desktop is the engine.
It totally decouples our intellectual output from our physical geographic location. Your digital footprint expands while your physical body remains completely free. You can generate massive value while walking in the quiet woods.
We finally built a coworker who doesn't require constant babysitting. They just need a clear direction and a well-defined goal. They handle the messy execution while you focus on high-level strategy.
It forces a beautiful evolution in how we manage our precious time.
Right, we are becoming directors instead of simple manual data laborers. We are elevating human potential by automating the mechanical friction.
I want to leave you with a final challenging thought today. We must rethink all our daily friction points going forward. Your computer literally never clocks out of its shift anymore. Your AI can work while you are sweating at the gym.
It can process heavy data while you are enjoying a quiet lunch.
But do you ever truly disconnect from the digital world anymore? Does this constant background hum of productivity create entirely new anxieties? Are we just going to fill the saved time with more tasks?
That's the real trap, isn't it?
Or does delegating to AI finally give you genuine permission? Does it give you permission to be fully present away from the screen? 2-sec silence. Take some time to mull that puzzle over on your own. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
See you next time. Out to your music.